games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 65 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is Hunt. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Lamarcus Joyner, formerly a cornerback, made the move to safety full-time in 2017, and it suited him and the Rams defense. Excellent instincts, understands where the ball is going to be, and not only does he go and pursue it, he also tackles very well in the open field.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still first down.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I'm eager to take a look at wide receiver Brandon Cooks because I love a guy who can go deep and catch the football. And what he did in 2017 with the Patriots and Tom Brady, 16 catches, over 20 yards each, averaged nearly 17 yards per catch for the season.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
After all he's been through, I want to talk about Eric Berry, and it was really tough for any NFL fan to see him go down the opener in New England last year. But one thing we know about him, he's resilient. This is a man who's beat cancer to come back and play at an all-pro level. And why? He can cover in the deep zones. He drops down in the box in the run game, and he can blitz the quarterback. You name it, Eric Berry can do it.
From the gun on third down, gone. They got him in. It's Woods. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to go up top, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll be dropped at the 30 with a shifty move. Got him a couple extra on the play. The tackle there by John Johnson.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Hunt. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes on target over the middle to Hill. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
midfield. Here comes Los Angeles.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the interception, here's Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Out of the gun. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play fake to Gurley. Now Gone. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, here's Goff. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And out come the Chiefs now. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Mahomes now on first down. Caught here by Conley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Powering his way forward. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Butker now to add the extra point. Extra point kind of knuckling home, but it is good. And the lead is now 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The final shot before break here. Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Giovanni Bernard, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Tyrell Williams leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, Clark. Here we go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Rams on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. 3rd down here.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Skirts by him at the 35. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A toss play to Hunt. And now running right through it. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is Kerwin Williams, his first carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Here we go. Green.
Now here's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. Third and goal.
Ready. Green, 39.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Butker able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Cooper on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Allen Bailey in on the stop. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gone. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Powers through. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go now. Green.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The veteran Connor Barwin in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. Green.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes giving to Ware on the draw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. They run it again with Williams. Pushing through the contact. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Butker is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They got a man. It's Woods. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. Oh, look at the juke. And down to the 36-yard line here. Well, that 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. So the field goal got him back within one score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Automatic first down.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Williams. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point, not all that convincing, but he does tuck it in there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And he'll get up and spike it with 11 seconds remaining. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. On second down, here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keith Racer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. One last throw here for Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keith Racer.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.